doing it up, and the show just keeps rolling. We're going to bring to the stage a personal favorite of mine that we've been doing this for a little bit now, and I missed him for a long time, and I actually got 2 inquiries here, and you'll see which one he is. He has a moniker that matches his mark. Let's give it up for the comedy of Larry Big Country Nelson.
Give it for Sundo one more time. So I'm driving traffic up to Hollywood the other day. It's one of those streets, you know, there's 3 lanes on each side, and they're all stopped. And I can see my light. It's 50 yards that way, where I've got to turn right. But I'm doing this. Me and 35,000 cars are trying to do this, and wait, and wait, and wait. And so I'm sitting there trying to go to my Zen meditative state. I can feel this energy in the right side of my head, like someone boring a drill in my head. I made the mistake of looking over. Little lady in a white Mercedes doing a come in. And I had that moment of what I call LA traffic weakness. I'm like, all right, motion her in. Now, I have lived overseas. I've traveled in 31 countries. I've driven in 30 of those. Can't explain the 31st, but it's an international symbol. I motion you in, which means you go up this lane and nowhere else, and you give me what I'm asking for. That little thing that looks like this. Thank you. But no, I'm not asking for the goofy Disneyland, thank you! Thank you, man, thank you. No, I want the little thank you. But no, little Miss Mercedes decides to go not in my lane where I told her to go, but across the next guy's lane and try and turn left onto the next major street. All the while, my light's turning green. My 50 yards away, I need to make a right turn to make my appointment. And Miss Mercedes is now giving me the straight ahead look with me giving her the energy on the left side. Yeah, good times, huh? You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, at this point, the guy on my left is pretty much drawing his gun and pointing at me and you idiot, what the hell, really? All the while, all I want is, thank you. But no thank you. It's okay though. 3 lights later, I'm at my turn and it was great. Oh my God. So to combat this stress, I've been working out for 20 years. I know you can tell. I'm actually a model. I got a ton of work on the before model. It's badass. Big and tall shops, restaurants. It's great. But no, I've been working out for a long time, all the way back to when I was a kid. My dad even decided when I was a teenager it'd be cool for us to climb a mountain together. Mount St. Helens, it blew up a year after we climbed it. But it was fantastic. We trained for 2 months, went with a bunch of his friends, all mountain climbers, 14 and a half hours of hell. We made it to the top, or what I thought was the top, but it wasn't really the top. So it was what they call a fault summit, which is basically where you die and then see the top of the mountain and crawl to the top. So unbeknownst to me, my dad actually told me recently that there was a whole other story to the top of the mountain that I never knew before for 30 some years. When I got to the top, there's a picture of me doing this. Basically, with a ski jacket on. Unbeknownst to me, my dad had, for the last 1,000 feet of the mountain, needed to go, let's just say potty, and not number 1. Turtle head, popping out. So Dad's magic moment of the top of Mount St. Helens was finding the one rock big enough to hide behind as I'm collapsing, dying over here. And just as he's pulling up the pants, up comes another climbing team. Gets better. Led by this guy, and I'll call him Jacques Latour. Very tall, strappy man. He's from France, and he climbs lots of mountains all over the world. And he's leading the party from some European conglomerate. My dad, who's the sweetest man in the world, was just obviously embarrassed, locks eyes, and the guy looks down as the steam rises. And all I can think to myself is like 30 years later, this poor bastard, Jacques, is somewhere in Europe or, I don't know, rehab going, yes, monsieur, like we climb the mountain, 14 and a half hours, we get to the top, ready for the view, and there is a steaming pile of poo. Yeah, poor bastard. In addition to working out, I've been dieting. Any other dieters out there? Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Love it. Doing this keto thing. Are we doing keto? Also known as no carbs or fun stuff. Just fat and protein. I get hungry and angry all the time, hangry. My wife, she's great. She's like, all of this tall and a buck nothing. Love that woman. I think my dogs are taller than my wife, but they're really small dogs. But when I get these hangry moments, she's like, you're getting difficult. You should get some food. I'm like, yeah, that would be great. Like, if someone could help me get some food right now, but I'm working right now, so let me do something quick. Well, I found one thing that fits in the stupid keto diet that's quick, and it's almost on every corner other than crack cocaine. It's called Starbucks. Never done crack cocaine, but I think Starbucks is about as close as you can get. This thing is called the egg bites, the bacon, egg, cheese bites. Remember you had them? They're freaking awesome. So they call them egg bites for a reason. There's 2 in each order. So I, being me, needing a meal, I order 5 orders of egg bites. Which is awesome until I show up at the Starbucks to pick it up, and the barista is standing there, and he's giving me this. Really? 5 orders? Like, listen, pal. They're egg bites for a reason. 2 per order. 2 times 5 orders is 10. 10 bites is a fucking meal, so back off. I'm hungry. Him and the Mercedes girl should get together. So according to the restraining order, I have to find a new Starbucks because I can't with them within 50 feet of mine. So I got that going for me. Anyway, that's my time for tonight, guys. I am Larry Big Country Nelson. You can find me on YouTube under Larry Big Country Nelson, on Twitter at Big Country Larry. Give it up for Sunda Krumpest.
Look at those boots. Whoa. He got his Oregon high heels on. You hear